So today we'll be doing garden tips and tutorials. We'll be talking about what you should do, what types of soil that the plants like, just smash that subscribe button and don't forget to like the video. Thank you. So first we have tips about our tomato plants here. So if you see this sucker right here, it's like the little thing growing in between each plant. You always want to have to pull those out because those can take away energy from the plant. We also got one down here. It's another sucker. You always want to get rid of those. Those are very bad. And if you have like any really low branches or anything, you might just want to take those off because that's taking away energy from the plant. You also want to have these sticks here. When your plant gets really big, these sticks are really important. They help the plant stay up straight because when it starts to water and rain comes down, the plant will start like tipping over because as you see, well, not really on this plant specifically, we have like tiny tomatoes, but like on this one especially is a good example right here. These are some bigger tomatoes. These aren't fully ripe yet, but these are bigger tomatoes, so if this wasn't here, this probably plant would be like falling and tipping over. So those are just the basics. They usually like to be planted with other tomatoes. They can be planted with other peppers, but those are pretty much the only other plants you can plant them with. And all the places with the yellow flowers at the top, the yellow flowers, those are where that's the branches. Those are the branches that are gonna grow tomatoes. So I hope that was helpful. Now we're going on to the next one, the pepper. All right, so this is a type of pepper plant. As you can see, all of ours have been picked, so you can't really see a good example of what they would look like. They go together with tomatoes. That's pretty much it. They go with other peppers, obviously, and they like nice thin soil. They don't like any rough soil, and that's pretty much all I got for you there. All right, this is a green bean plant. They go like with other green beans. This is also another green bean plant we got here. This is a little bigger. The white flowers facing down, those are the flowers, that's the buds, that's where they're gonna grow. Don't pull them when they're long and skinny, like this. You might want to pull them. You have to wait until like they're really like nice and thick. You can feel the beans. They usually only like to go together with other green beans. They don't really like to go together with other things. And that's pretty much all I got for you there. All right, so this is a blueberry bush. It's been demolished by something. We put a cover on top of these. If you live like where there's a lot of birds, you definitely need to cover up your blueberries. Birds will demolish them. So we used to have like a lot of ripe ones here. They like, depends which type you have, but a lot of them like nice rough thick soil. So they usually need to be spread apart because they can get pretty big. And doesn't really matter what size they are, just really matters how ripe they are. That's all I got for you. Now here's a fig plant. Now all you gotta look for is they like to grow stuff like looks like this. They go right there in the elbow of the plant. Here we also got one maybe right here. Wait, can't see it. There it is. You gotta look for those. Maybe this one will turn into a fig later on. They don't really have a specific time that they grow. They don't grow in the winter, but they grow pretty much all summer and spring. This is my demolished raspberry plant. As you can see, it's has rough times. These used to be raspberries, but they got eaten by something when we were on vacay. I mean, it's just demolished now. There used to be raspberries everywhere. Now there's not even buds. So if you have any dead stuff, just take it off. Just take off any of dead stuff. You don't like the dead stuff? Just stopping you from growing new stuff. I got it. Oh yeah, it's a bunch of dead stuff right here. So yeah, just get rid of all of that. You do not like that, especially with raspberries. Especially this young raspberry. This is a very young raspberry. So you have to be very careful with these. Maybe when I was on vacation, it didn't get watered enough. Something, but yeah, it's gotten completely demolished. All right, that's all for you. This here is a peach tree. There's nothing on us. They usually come out in like August. That's pretty much the only time you got them. Here's a better view. This is a peach tree. They usually come in August. Mine, again, the deer demolished this bottom part right here. But it's fine. This is at almost pretty much this point. Then it should be good. If it's really young like this, or maybe actually pretty much a little bit younger, and you see fruit coming on, if it's younger than this, do not let those fruit grow. Pick them off. Right now, at this stage, you really just want the plant, the tree, to get big and strong, so that later on it'll produce more bigger fruits, and it'll get a jump start, and it won't be very small. Because then if you keep letting them grow, it'll pretty much be the same size for multiple years, which is not what you want. Also, if you have like any like dead leaves or anything, those are usually diseased. What you want to do is get those away from the tree as far as possible. And if it stays like that, you might want to spray down your tree if it's very unhealthy, because it could lead to not good fruits, and it might not grow as well. That's it. All right, this is my pear tree. As you can see, it's still pretty young. It's pretty strong though. We probably shouldn't be letting it grow these pears. It's still pretty young, not that big, but it's pretty good right now. There's no diseases. The bottoms yet is still getting demolished by deer, but otherwise it will still make it. But like after we pick these, we might not want to let it grow any more fruits, because that could lead to disaster and it may not grow back. I found a birdie on the book. Hello, Gracie. Say hi. Peace out, boys. Subscribe.